The next day was lovely. It was sunny and beautiful, a nice spring day, but as you can see from some of the video footage I got, it was quite windy. Nevertheless, I was quite excited to engage with the day. The concert I was in Osaka for was the next day, so this day was a proper day off for me in Osaka, which is quite exciting. After being back from New Zealand a few weeks beforehand, it was great to be back into exploration mode on holiday. In New Zealand, where I'm from, and Australia, I hear it's quite common to go to any cafe around you, and reliably there will always be eggs Benedict and long blacks on the menu. And when I say long black, I mean coffee. So this particular morning, my first morning in Osaka, I was craving eggs Benedict more than usual, so I was more determined than ever to find some. Luckily, I found a cafe about a 5-minute walk from my hotel that had both of them on the menu, so I set off for it. As usual, there was a huge line. By this point, I had already become very hungry, so I reluctantly decided to flag it again after all. Luckily, next door there was a place called Pepper Lunch, which I've never been to, and it had this lovely hot plate chicken rice meal, which was rather inexpensive, and it was really nice. I really enjoyed it. Afterwards, I went for a walk around the neighborhood, and I was right next to Namba Parks, a large shopping centre, so I decided to go for a wander there. I'd been there before on previous trips to Osaka, and I quite like it. Since it was Golden Week, it felt like there were a lot more people than usual. Huge crowds make me stressed and nervous, so as I was walking, I saw an entrance to a garden area in Namba Parks, and I quickly made my way towards it, as it sounded like a peaceful respite from the crowds. Walking around the garden was really beautiful. It was fun to just look around and see the different flowers growing. I had considered stopping to sit and look at the skyline for a bit, but it was still quite windy, so I just kept walking around. Pretty soon I got hungry, and one of the foods I was craving on this trip was a good burger and fries, so I looked on Google Maps and saw that there was a place that did this inside the mall. There was a short wait, but it wasn't too bad, and I was seated quickly. It's a Hawaiian burger shop, and I ordered a lovely chicken burger, fries, and an IPA. I don't usually drink during the day, but I figured since I'm on holiday, an IPA with lunch during spring isn't too bad. After lunch, I stopped in a place in the mall and grabbed a quick coffee, which was quite nice, and I kept just vibing around the mall. In the evening, I found a nice quiet izakaya to have a simple meal and beer at. Then I went over to a rock bar for another beer, because I really like rock bars. At this one, I had half a Guinness and stood around looking at all the Summer Sonic posters on the wall, trying to locate my favourite bands and artists on them. It was quite lovely to see the year-on-year progression of the Summer Sonic Festival over the years, and it felt quite nice to know that I was in a small way part of that legacy, having been to the Summer Sonic Festival last summer in Osaka. By this point, it was about 8 p.m, and on account of being in my early 30s, I found myself getting quite tired, so I went back to my hotel, got a snack and some drinks from the convenience store, and decided to sit outside with my headphones. This then led to another drink, and then another drink, and then, well, I think you can imagine how this evening eventually progressed for me. Cheap drinks in Asia means that it's very easy to go overboard, so it wasn't my finest